Howdy, Summers. With it being October, I've done a lot of autumn and Halloween themed videos in between my usual stuff, but I promise I did not forget that we got an expansion pack at the beginning of the month. I've been playing a lot with the pack in my own time and, doing some builds just on my own to get some practice in, and finally we are getting into some Adventure Awaits content today by doing a build using only Adventure Awaits, but also the base game. As much as I would love to do a build that uses only Adventure Awaits without the base game, but it's just not possible. The pack didn't come with a kitchen set. It also didn't come with a toilet, so, it's whatever, really, because I feel like we do have enough toilets in the game, even with just base game. Like, it's not that big of a deal to me. We did get, like, a full bathroom set, though, with this pack, so it is a little strange we didn't get a toilet, but also I feel like the bathroom set doesn't even match. So, I don't actually know how I feel about it. But anyway, in order to make this build functional, it does have to have some base game to it, which is perfectly fine. But this house is a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, and it is built on, I believe, a 20 by 30 lot, which is the smallest lot in Gibby Point. That's the world that came with this pack. And everything else is just like ridiculously huge. I was looking through the lots trying to find one that I felt would kind of suit my needs because I don't build on huge lots. Like, I am a very teeny tiny builder. I prefer my kind of cozier builds, and smaller lots just work for it. But oh my gosh, actually, is this a 20 by 20 or is this a 30 by 30? Because I feel like I was looking at a different lot before this that might have been smaller or at least around the same size. And I just didn't really like the area it was in because it was more of a kind of public setting than a residential area. But I don't know. Anyway, this is where we're building. And I think the house came out pretty nice. I'm using this new stone from the pack and this reclaimed wood, actually, that is from the base game. I think it was from an event, but I'm not entirely sure. I actually think it looks really nice, though. So, yeah. I will admit, I was a little worried about how the outside looked because I have like stone on this top roof, so it goes stone, wood, stone. And I'm not sure everyone's gonna like how that looks, but I wanted to do something a little fancy at the top there, aside from, just more reclaimed wood. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. I really try to spice up the outside of my builds when I'm using like a limited pack kind of thing because I wanted originally to kind of cover up the roof section with maybe some like ivy or something. We don't have any ivy in the base game, and we obviously don't have it in Adventure Waits, so I couldn't actually do that, but it's fine. So, like I said, this is a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom house. As I'm working on the layout, you might see that I struggled a little bit. I tried to cut out as much of my struggle as I could, but the layout upstairs, I was really wanting this to be more than 1 bedroom, and I just could not fit a second bedroom upstairs, so I ended up having to move it downstairs. And I kind of had a layout in mind already for the downstairs, so I had to then try to figure out how I wanted the downstairs to look with a bedroom. And we figured it out. Everything is fine. But we have a little front porch, we have a back porch, and it leads out to our fenced in area where we're going to be working on some kind of outdoorsy stuff. It's nothing fancy out there. You will see that I did decide to extend the backyard just a little bit more because I originally wanted to put like a full-on jungle gym thing from the pack out there, but those things are huge. So there was just no way. I do get some playground equipment out there later on, just not the full ensemble or something. So yeah, but you'll see right now I'm like digging through stuff. I was trying to find stuff to put up on this roof, and then I decided I was just gonna work on the, porch areas instead. So we have a couple of lights raised up onto the fences in the corner. Got a little welcome mat. We get a bench. We also get a couple of planters because I don't know why. I put planters in like every single house build that I do. I don't know why. Because I'm pretty sure gardening is broken. It has always been broken. There's always something going on with it. Something is always wrong. And yet I put it in there anyway because I don't know. I feel like a lot of us make our Sims garden at one point or another, even if it's not super functional or anything. But we're starting out in the living room for the interior. And I really wanted to use this kind of big stone marble fireplace that came with the pack, but I also wanted to mount a TV onto it, and I just did not think it was gonna look right. So we get this kind of more simple stone one, and I think it looks really nice. It's a small living room, a lot smaller than I originally wanted it to be. It's also like not centered by default, which kind of surprised me. I thought that I had stuff centered, but I guess not. So, yeah, we get a little bookshelf back there. We have the fireplace and all is well. I am actually really happy with how this living room turned out for it being so simple. I think adding in stuff like this lamp, and then once we get the curtains in, like everything just kind of goes together nicely. And then we also have the kitchen right next to it, and yeah. The kitchen is all base game because Adventure Awaits didn't come with a kitchen set, as I said. So we're using these kind of fancy cabinets. I almost went for a different set, but let's be honest, this is like the best set in the entirety of base game. So it's very like, I don't know that I would say modern, but the marble tops and just overall the nice design of the counters makes it look a lot better than some of the stuff that we got earlier on in the base game. So I will never complain about getting a new kitchen set. You will never hear that from me. But yeah, we also have a little dining section here, and I was originally trying to put in 4 chairs. Didn't end up happening though. We just didn't really have the room. So I get rid of a chair. We push it up against the wall, and everything is fine. I even gave them a coffee maker. Like, isn't that nice? I never give my Sims, like, appliances at all. I give them maybe a microwave, at most, and a dishwasher. Uh, that is really it. I never give them a coffee maker. But I did this time, because I was like, you know what, we'll do that. And then I really wanted to get a computer in here, but I didn't feel like there was any real room. Like, I didn't give them an office originally. So I just made that front area a little bit smaller, built on a little room that is specifically for a desk and computer. Like, there's nothing else that goes into this room other than some, like, art on the walls. But, yeah, doing the kitchen at least, and then kind of going into this room, I realized that I had the windows a little too low, and it just wasn't going to work out very well, so I raised every single window on that first floor just a little bit. So, yeah, hopefully that doesn't look too weird. I thought it looked a little strange on the outside, having all of the windows that high up on the wall, but I don't know. It's probably just me. So, our kids' room that is down here is very sad because it is a, what is this, 3x3 kind of situation. So, very, very small. They get their bed, a dresser, and like one of those giant stuffed animal things. And that's kind of it. I did give them an imaginary friend though, because how can you use adventure weights and do a kid's room and not include an imaginary friend? Like that's a huge feature with this pack. So they have that little unicorn fairy doll thing. I don't know. The one that's evil by default, I think. You can change all the personalities of the imaginary friend before you actually turn them into an imaginary friend, though, so it's not, like, that big of a deal. But, yeah. Working on our first bathroom, I'm using a base game shower because I hate the one that came with the pack. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just super weird. It's definitely, like, an outdoor kind of shower look, and it doesn't act as an outdoor shower. Like, people will still freak out if you put it out there, and, you know. It's just, they didn't think that through. So, yeah. But I think the bathroom is nice. We get a tub in here as well, which I don't often put separate tubs in my builds. I do a lot of shower tub combos most of the time. And I still have one upstairs in the, I guess, ensuite bathroom. But downstairs, two completely separate things. So, for the hallway here, we don't have much going on. I put a little chess table up here and also an easel. I'm trying to get in as much activities as I can because it's not a very big house. There's not, like, a lot of room in here, so I'm trying to fill it with as much useful, functional stuff as I can, which is always kind of a goal when I'm building, is to make sure I have a lot of activities. Although there have been times where I have basically forgotten to put anything in the builds, and it's fine. It's okay. So, master bedroom, we are going full on green. I really like this room. I think this is probably my favorite room in the house. It is very bland, I will say. Like, there's not really anything happening in here, but it's a bedroom, so I'm not, you know, that much of a stickler about it. Like, bedrooms serve a purpose, and that purpose is to sleep, typically. So I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time in my room. I spend a lot of time in here. But yeah, we are onto our second bathroom. We've got the shower tub combo, like I said. And yeah, that's basically it. I put in this new round mirror from Adventure Weights that I absolutely love. And I don't know how I missed it when I was doing the bathroom downstairs. But I realized it was in the catalog and I was like, yes, I'm absolutely using this. So we got it into one of the bathrooms. But we have finally moved to the outside, and you could briefly see for a moment that I tried to pull out one of the new Jungle Gym stuff, and it was just not going to work. I really kind of feel like I even should have made this larger, I guess. Like, I should have made the backyard a little bit bigger than it ended up being still, even with the extension. But we do get a little fire pit back here. We get the new set of swings, which was kind of a lifesaver, honestly, because I didn't want to just put a thing of monkey bars. But we don't have any swings in the base game, which is really annoying. So, yeah, at least there's one that came with adventure weights. And then for landscaping, a lot of trees, a few wildflowers around, and that is basically it. So, I think with that all being said, I'm going to hop into the game and I will show you this build. So here we are, and it is actually autumn in my build save right now, so all the trees have started changing color. It actually looks super nice. I'm really happy with it. So here is our house, and we're going to very slowly head up to the front door. So we've got a little bench over here, planter boxes off to the side, and then walking in, there's not really a lot. It's a very clear kind of walkway. And we have a little coat hanger here. If you go to the right, we've got our little office, quote unquote, space. And then over to the other side, we have our first bathroom. So, yeah. I really like this one. I actually think I like this bathroom more than the one upstairs. But, yeah. So, walk in a little further. We've got the stairs here. There is no railing. So, I'm sure it's fine. We've got the kid's bedroom in here, which is super duper small. I feel so bad for this kid. Like, this is not a bedroom that you can really grow up in. But then finally coming into here, this is our main area. I definitely feel like that fireplace is clipping through a little bit, so I'm a little scared. But I guess we'll find out when we head upstairs. But yeah, so we've got bookshelf, fireplace, little seating area. I really do like this area. I think that TV is way too high up though. Like, Sims are going to hurt their necks trying to look all the way up there. It's okay though. And then over here is our kitchen dining situation. So, yeah. Oh, we've got curtains clipping in with the ceiling as well. Oh well, I tried. I'm gonna go ahead and head out here. Got a trash can over here. Little grill. I wanted to get some outdoor seating for them to like properly sit down when they're eating stuff, but didn't happen. But we have the fire pit over here, which I guess they could come out here and eat their grilled food as well if they wanted to. And then we have the monkey bars and the swing set. Back inside, we are going to head up the stairs. And then up here is the easel and also a chess table. I did something I don't usually do, which is the ensuite bathroom is actually an ensuite because you can't access it through the hallway. You actually have to go into the bedroom for it. We've got the master bedroom in here. And I know I did say this was my favorite room in the house, but I think I actually don't feel that way anymore. I think the living room is probably my favorite. But then we have our second bathroom through here. A little bit more cramped, not as nice, but hey, they don't have to share it with the kids, so I guess that's a plus. I didn't see the fireplace, so I'm gonna guess it's not actually clipping, which is very good, because it kind of looks like it was doing that from downstairs, but no, it's just barely at the top there, so that's fun. But yeah, that is the full house. I hope that you guys like it. It really does look super nice with all of the kind of autumn color trees, like all the orange and stuff. It's very, very nice. But yeah, there you go. The build is, of course, available on the gallery for you guys. It's called BG plus AA Home. So base game plus adventure awaits home. I know, it's very creative. But yeah, it is 55,351 simoleons, and it does in fact use only the base game and the new pack. But you can find it on the gallery under TheSimmingKoala. That's my gallery ID. It's always in the description if you guys ever want to download anything from me, but it's also not that hard to find. Let me know if you end up downloading the build, and how are you all liking the new pack? I know I haven't really been asking about it or like doing anything with it for the last little bit, but are you guys enjoying Adventure Awaits? What have you guys been getting up to with the new pack since it came out? Let me know all the things. If you also have any build suggestions, of course, leave those in the comments. But I think that's all I have for you today, so with that, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss anything. Be sure to follow my socials, links are below. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.